Hi guys, I wanted to get on to share something that happened to me today. I heard from God, and it all started, I was walking my little dog Tiny, and I walked past this house. Anyway, this house had, heavy metal, loud heavy metal music coming from it. So I started praying, for their salvation. And then I started asking God, I said, God, look, how do we reach unbelievers? How do we explain to unbelievers that you've always existed? How do we do that? Because they're always like, oh, how can it be that God, was created? Who created him? How could he have just been created out of nowhere? Anyway, I started asking him this question, how do we reach unbelievers when they ask that particular question? Who made God? How did he come about? Obviously as Christians we know that he's always existed, but these are all the things that we get we come across. But anyway, and then I heard God say, Faye, I'm life. I am life. How can life not exist? It's impossible. Life is life. He said the only reason there's death is because Adam and Eve took from the tree. He said that's the only reason, why death came about. That's how death came about. And then it was like he was saying, when I made the Garden of Eden, there was no death. The grass, every blade of grass was perfect. Every flower was perfect. Everything was alive. He said death did not exist. He said that's why after Adam and Eve took from the tree, he said that's when death came about. He said that's why Jesus had to come down, and be birthed by a woman in human form and physically go to the cross and defeat it. He said that's why he had to come and defeat it. He said because death was never, it was just life. And he said, I'm the creator and I speak things into existence, and yes, humans have life. He said, but I am the life. I am the life. How can it be that life cannot exist? It's impossible. I'm repeating that again because that's what really got to me when he said it that way. It's really difficult to, when you hear from God, it's really hard to relay it back to someone the way, it feels in your spirit, because you're kind of hearing it and seeing it at the same time. So it's really hard to explain it here on this video as well. But basically, I think the main thing is that just the way he said, Faye, it's impossible. How can life not exist? It's life, and that's why, I was not created. I am the creator. I am it. I am the life. I am the source. I am life itself. Of course I have always been, because how can life be created? How can life die, So I just wanted to share that with you, and I pray that it blesses someone out there. God bless you all.